What am I doing? I'm here to talk about why. And today's video is why is why. Why is why. Anyway, you'll see it in the title. And I'm talking a little bit about the importance of why, as people, as humans, chances are we need other humans. What am I talking about? Help. I mean, no matter how independent you feel you may be, you're probably going to need help with something at some point, for whatever it is. Something is too heavy. Sure, you could craft a thing to help you, or you could ask for some help. And in asking for that help, sometimes we get the question, what do you need help with? And it could simply be to move this heavy thing. Sure, they'll probably help you. Depending on what's going on, this person may actually be freshly out of the shower and neatly dressed and on the way to a very important meeting. So that particular time, that person may not want to help you by moving this heavy, potentially dusty box and have the sweat stains to prove it, and that could be a reason that they say, yeah, I'd love to help, but I can't. Now, if your heavy box were, if you maybe had dropped a few dollars behind this heavy box, and you needed some help to get them back, you could offer to, I'll give you half of the money that's back there, and you might be able to buy your way into that. However, a more compelling story may be, I'm on my way to my daughter. Let's say my daughter's loves this certain type of ice cream, and I was on my way to buy this for her and dropped my money. And it's a silly story, whatever. I'm just making up something. So I was seeing how much money I had. I dropped it, and it went strangely behind this box, and I just wanted to make her happy. That is a little more compelling. Maybe not the best example, but it's a little more compelling, and chances are the person who was neatly dressed may feel for your child who was gonna get some ice cream, and now she can't because you've lost your money. In that case, chances are you wouldn't have to pay this random person to help because they were compelled. They liked your why, and why can be a very powerful motivator, and why can be very important in business as well, because businesses have a lot of whats. They do a lot of things. They have this specific what that they do. But if you were to understand more about why they did it, chances are the businesses that share the why are going to have a little bit of an advantage. And I mean by that, say you sold cars. Okay, you were at you work at a car dealership, you sell cars. There's plenty of people in this world that sell cars, sell trucks, sell lots of types of vehicles. But why choose this individual? Let's say your neighbors know what you do, that you sell cars. But if you happen to be an individual who sold electric cars because you wanted to sell electric cars to help lighten the human footprint, so to speak, on the earth, to do something that's important for the entire planet and every culture that lives within the planet, by selling electric cars, if you believe that electric cars actually make a difference, that is, chances are that you will have a much more loyal uh, much more chances are that you will have a better opportunity with people who believe what you believe, and they would be compelled to buy from you. So, every once in a while in life we come to a point where we may buy a car. And we may just buy a car because we need a car, but chances are we're going to think about how many people are in my family. How large of a vehicle am I going to need? What are some of the other benefits? Why would I purchase a certain type of car? Well, if you had some of these answers, you would be able to make a much more precise choice. Because it was good for the planet. It was good for every single person on this earth. And you ended up telling that story to, let's say, a neighbor. And all of your neighbors. Chances are you're going to do that because that is a driving motivation for you to have chosen your profession. And chances are that as people listen to your story about your why, they may have never considered to buy a car, an electric car, in their life, but having heard from you your why and how much you believe in it, chances are you may have motivated them to make that decision. And so that is why is such a powerful motivator. It's what is important, okay? What is important? Because there's plenty of whats that need to be done. But why can sometimes be compelling. And if you could do that, why? Why do you do what you do? Why do you go to work? Why do you have the job that you do? Why have you started the business that you started? Why do you work as whatever it may be, in a restaurant or what have you? Why? And if your only reason is to make money, that's fine. That's okay. If to make money is for sure going to happen, it's a result. But I bet if you think about it, there's some other reason. Why are you there? Why did you choose to go there? And if you answer that question, so start by answering that to yourself. Take a moment, take a day, and answer yourself why on some of the decisions that you have made in your life and where you are. Start by answering yourself the why you do what you do, and be real. And don't lie to yourself. I mean, try to see if you can get down to the bottom of why you have chosen where you are. And you may end up making some changes and be better for it. Or you may make your environment a little bit better when you start talking about the why. You may compel others to come and experience your why. And that's cool. So I'll have some new videos soon. Just wanted to take a brief talk about why again. And today, why is why.